Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. We've got Miles Turner. Siakam is out there with Carter. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the shooting guard. And for San Antonio, Wembanyama is the center with Sochan next to him. Insanity is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Lee in at the small forward. We all love a good rivalry, and tonight, one we don't see very often. Being in different conferences, Clark, these teams don't see each other very much.
You know the saying is familiarity breeds contempt, but sometimes distance breeds contempt. When you don't get a chance to see a team on a regular basis, maybe you get a little more fired up when you do get a chance to send them home with an L.
Now, here's Fox. Pass to Sochan. Lee outside. Fires, high post, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
That one good for two.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Lee kicks to Fox. Here's Insanity. The game against Oklahoma City, very impressive. Here's Wembanyama. Hands the 12-footer.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Halliburton for three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Lee with the ball. Picked up by Turner. Here's Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
When you think about the Spurs, Greg, it's hard to believe how long Greg Popovich has been at the helm, isn't it?
And it's hard to imagine another team will have the stability at head coach that the Spurs have had. Not too many coaches last decades anymore.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. If you know him well, the Pacers winning 3 championships in the ABA back in the 70s. But they're still looking for their first NBA title.
Yeah, exactly. They've played in the finals. Took the Lakers to 6 games, but that was over 2 decades ago. And right now, they're playing in a very crowded and tough Eastern Conference.
We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
Yeah, when a game gets snug or tight, that's where KG teams often execute and get easy offense. Either they get to the line or they get something inside, and if they do get to the line, they make them count.
The Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox.
Spurs foul. Sochan. First personal foul. First team foul.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Halliburton for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Halliburton's got 5 points so far.
I think because Halliburton can knock down that 3 with regularity, you've got to defend him closely at all times.
The pass to Sochan. Puts up a deep 3. Kept alive. Here's Lee. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Nembhard's shot is good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Halliburton. And he drops it in from the low post.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Drains the three-pointer.
3.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for him. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Passes to Insanity. Takes it inside. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Wembanyama, right side. Shoots over Turner. Here's Sohan. Makes it off the glass.
Man, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. Siakam passes to Halliburton. No good that time. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Lee, that's good.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Left side, Halliburton. Pass to Nembhard. Now, here's Siakam. Halliburton outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nembhard. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Indiana ball.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they turn it over. Let's quickly now take a peek at the league leaders in blocks. You look at Lee, second in the NBA, a great defender.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Takes the 13-footer, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
He's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Now with the All-Star break behind us, Clark, what becomes the goal for teams clearly outside of that playoff picture?
A couple of things come to mind for me, Kevin. I mean, you want to give the young players an opportunity to grow, give them more reps, and then you want to build momentum for the next season, if you will.
Free throw good, lead. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Nembhard. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
A 3 from Wembanyama. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Turner is exceptionally good at getting guys up in the air. He's got a really wicked shot fake, which fools even the best defensive players.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
That's good from Turner. You know, Greg, one thing you got to admire about Miles Turner is how sensational a shot blocker he is. Every year among the leaders in the NBA.
And Kevin, such a dependable defensive anchor. Someone that just reads shooters well, knows when to go after the block.
Both free throws good from Turner. Greg, in terms of the Pacers' last few seasons, some have pointed to their relative lack of size. What do you think?
Well, I think a big push for them this summer was adding to their front court, particularly getting more size at the forward positions. And I think they've improved in that regard. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Throw good, Siakam.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
Now here's Lee. Talking about that win against the Thunder, he was definitely a major factor as well. To the wing on the left. Here's Nembhard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
To the inside, here's Carter. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And plays with solid floor recognition. Siakam continues to fine-tune those playmaking skills.
It's good from long range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
numbers for Carter. He's been on a tremendous roll since the All-Star break. First in free throw percentage. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Now, here's Siakam. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Nembhard's shot is good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Carter against Lee. Here's Wembanyama. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Halliburton. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Fox. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. Here's Siakam. And Lee pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Fox. On the top of the key. Offensive rebound, Spurs. Here's Wembanyama. And it's sent back by Turner.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Here's Halliburton. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pacers.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
With the break in the action, let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been dialed in defensively this month. The Spurs second, the Pacers fourth.
Both clubs really playing a suffocating brand of defense, sticking to the opposing ball handlers and really taking it away. I mean, the steal numbers are off the charts.
Here's Fox. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. Fox has got 5 now.
Got to respect the jumper of Fox now. The form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
The pass to Turner. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And the Pacers lead by 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Paul banked in off the glass.
You know, Paul's got that tenacity you like to see in an offensive player. Not going to shy away from taking that shot.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Carter outside. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that. And they're actually earning it well right now.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Nesmith, he's checked in for Carter. Halliburton against Paul. Down low and stolen by Barnes. Wembanyama, that's for two. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Now just a 2-point Pacer lead. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's Nembhard. He trains the quick shot. Nembhard's got his third basket of the night right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes, and another basket for San Antonio.
Barnes, the experienced player that he is, good at not letting the defense bother his shot.
Barnes against Siakam. Halliburton outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Siakam for the 3. The rebound by the Spurs.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Nesmith can't get it to go. Outside, Fox. He feeds it to Barnes. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And it's a 4-point Spurs lead. Now Halliburton. No good on the last second attempt there. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Spurs as they wrap up the first quarter on a 14-4 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
We've got Fox. Also Insanity out there. Barnes out there with Wembanyama. And it's Bassey in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Turner. Passes it to McConnell. Puts it up from 12. That one falls. McConnell's got his first bucket in this one.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now, here's McConnell. He dishes it to Turner. Clark, here we are looking at Miles Turner, a terrific player. What stands out to you?
There are a couple of things. His ability to knock down three-point shots as a big guy, but more than that, his primary attribute to me is the fact he's an outstanding rim protector. Excellent timing, runs the floor, and really protects the basket for his team.
That's good from Turner. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Both free throws good from Turner.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Lee, left side. Good work defensively by Carter. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Pacers. McConnell against Paul. McConnell scanning the floor. And taken away by Paul. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Paul knows exactly which angle he wants to take on that shot inside. That just comes from great awareness.
Pass to McConnell. Six to shoot. He kicks to top it. Outside Carter. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
And he hits the first of 3. He doesn't get the second one. And he nails the third. For San Antonio, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And it's Paul penetrating over McConnell. Here's Bassett. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Now here's Lee. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Paul. Pass to Bassett. Shot clock at 5. Lee outside. Over Carter, and it's sent back by Carter. Beyond the arc, and he's good on the 3 ball.
On top of the 3, you're giving him the and 1. Bad defense all the way around.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Carter.
That's good from Carter. Now here's Paul. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. From deep. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama has studied all the greats and one in particular, Kobe Bryant. He says, I know all his stats and records, but mostly I admired his state of mind and his philosophy and his approach to the game. When I suffer, when I have a doubt, I wonder what Kobe would have done. And I know he would have done more, so I'm going back to it. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Barnes finds Paul. Now here's Lee. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. San Antonio again missing. Indiana leading. And there's the pass to McConnell. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He's forcing shots offensively, hurting his team in the process. He needs to trust his teammates more.
Breaking the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at San Antonio. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Lee, and Lee with the stop. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Passes it to Nesmith. Outside Carter. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he makes the first.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
McConnell against Paul. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
What a terrific finisher he is for an undersized player. Chris Paul doesn't let anything throw him off.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. Pass to Toppin. Turner inside, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang.
Lee against Carter. Shots good by Lee. Lee's got 7 now in this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Carter for 3 as he pulls it in. Massey's got 5 rebounds tonight. Paul outside, launches a 3. Toppin pulls it in.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Paul against McConnell. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 1. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's Johnson. He has yet to score.
Paul, one of the very best passers in the game, and he gives it to you right on time and on target.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Lee really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Take a moment to show you some young men that have really picked up steam here in the second half of the season. These are the leading rookie scorers since the All-Star break. And you look at Carter, second in the league, having an excellent season. And, of course, lights out, another guy who can get a lot of points.
The picture of the elite rookies in the NBA has come into focus since the All-Star break, and their scoring has put these two front and center.
Seems to me like all the ceremony and hoopla got them inspired, because you're right, these guys have been on fire lately.
Greg, there's a lot of impressive things about Tyrese Halliburton, most notably how efficient he is.
Yeah, Kevin, those percentages are terrific. But not only that, he's phenomenal at it, making sure he keeps his teammates involved. Just a remarkable young point guard. Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And that one, good. Now it's a 4-point Spurs lead.
The handles of Fox, nasty. Remarkable at carving through the defense and creating shot opportunities for himself.
3-pointer. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it to Fox. Right side, Lee. Pocket 4. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Siakam. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And it's not easy to get that shot on target with so much contact. Siakam just shakes it off, determined to finish the ball.
Lee, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Drills it from outside. Carter's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pacers. Here's insanity, and it's sent back by Turner. And they get it back, and they'll keep possession. Wembanyama on the follow.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. He's got 7. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton outside. The pass to Nembhard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Spurs leading by 3. Right side, Lee passes it to Sohan. Wembanyama, that's for 2. Misses the jumper.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Pass to Turner. There's his 3rd field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Fox inside the line. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. A miss that time would have put him up.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Carter for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Carter's got 17. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 9. Lee, that's good.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. Siakam. Rebounds San Antonio. Sohan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Lee finds Fox. And it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And give Fox some love there. The D wasn't that bad, but he was just focused on finishing them.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Carter against Lee. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive by Indiana. Here's Siakam. Tries yet again. And it's in. There's the buzzer beater.
resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio?
The bench scoring has been a big key for them. They came in with energy, and they were able to give the starters a real break because of the way they perform. That's the kind of production every team hopes to have from their second unit.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Indiana?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn.
No reason to cry when we got the Spurs Hype Squad.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What can you say? Lee, an impressive effort here today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. We've got Carter. Turner is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2-guard spot.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
The Spurs have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
First free throw is good. Fox hits them both. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Nembhard. Carter outside. Hands it from downtown. Carter's got 20 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
That bucket in no time at all. And the Spurs lead by 2.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. Siakam outside. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Insanity.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low. in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
So it's the Pacers now. After the basket by San Antonio, here's Nembhard. Poked loose.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring. So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
Siakam deciding where to go with it. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Turner.
Turner doing a nice job setting himself up for a shot off that pick and roll.
To the left wing, out of bounds. Indiana takes possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Pacers. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run.
And seeing where Indiana is, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
You know, the way they've handled just about every challenge that's been thrown at them this year, I don't see how they couldn't be considered front runners for the title.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Wembanyama hits the bucket.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight mates.
You know, here we are, Greg, looking at Victor Wembanyama. I mean, can he get any taller? Wow.
Well, he's already 7'4", Kevin. But yes, what's amazing is that I still think he's grown, which is scary for the rest of the league.
Here's Fox following. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half.
The Spurs have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
At the line for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox.
Pacers trail by 6. Timeout called. The Pacers really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Who wants a free t-shirt? You know what to do. Make some noise!
While we have a moment here, let's reveal the teams that have been holding opponents to the fewest points this month. The Spurs second.
The coaching staff has emphasized the defensive end of the floor, and you can see over the last month they've really improved, doing a great job of keeping their opponents' points down.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Bounce pass, Halliburton. Siakam outside. 6 on the shot clock. Halliburton right side. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now, here's Halliburton. T right on him.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Insanity. He's covered by Halliburton. Pass to Insanity. Outside, Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Pacers foul. Carter, 4th personal foul. 3rd team
for San Antonio. They have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
Lee.
That free throw from Lee is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And he's good on the second. And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
And he nails the third. Pacers trail by 11. Siakam outside to stop the run. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
A nice shot by Carter. San Antonio calls timeout.
San Antonio, let's give it up for your Spurs Hype Squad.
So both teams making some changes here.
And they also show up in the top 5 in free throw shooting. That gives you some stability, particularly at the end of games.
When you go up against this team, it's always a long night because of the defense you talked about. They are relentless at that end. Spurs leading by 9. Outside, Fox. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thank you, Kevin. The Pacers are forming chemistry. Tyrese Halliburton said in recent years they were saying the locker room was a quiet place, not many conversations. We've tried to impact the culture and create a different atmosphere. It's genuine. We appreciate and love each other. We want to see each other succeed and prove people wrong. Kevin?
Yeah, I know you agree with me. They are on their way. He gets it in there. That's 28 points for lights out.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. Carter outside. Lee with the steal. With the...
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that. If you allow them to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Lee dishes to Johnson. Here's Insanity. He's covered by Halliburton. Insanity can't get it to go. That one goes. Count it. Halliburton's got 18 points in the game.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Here's Fox. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Spurs lead by 9.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Here's Nembhard, guarded by Fox. And the shot goes in from Siakam.
Boy, once Siakam gets in the lane with that little floater, not much you can do defensively.
Outside Fox. Here's Bassey. Good in the night.
Nice to have an inside-out threat like Siakam. He can have an impact anywhere on the floor.
Drives to the hoop. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, what a run he's been on over the past few weeks. He's averaging 19 points per game, 7 assists, and just over 2 steals. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And Clark, thinking back to that Halliburton for Sabonis trade, what are your thoughts?
I think it's one of those situations where it was a win-win all the way around, Greg. You think about it. The Kings benefited, the Pacers did. Young players that have stardom in their future. And I think both players are going to be multi-time All-Stars.
And the Pacers call time here.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second-chance points.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Spurs second.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
And the Pacers with possession here. Halliburton with it. He's got 20. There's the drive. Knocked away. And stolen by Wembanyama. The pass to Lee. Over Neesmith. No good from Lee.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Mathurin. He kicks it to Bryant. Clock at 6. Halliburton. And he banks in the lane. Halliburton's got 22.
Like the way Halliburton continues to take more responsibility on the offensive end. His game warrants that he does that.
Pass to Johnson. Shoots. And the Spurs scoring again.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Pass to Nesmith. Offline with his three.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Johnson against Siakam. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
They just aren't attacking from the perimeter like they did in that first half, and I think that's part of the problem right now.
Outside, Fox.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Shoots off the step back. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Now, here's Nesmith. Defended by Wembanyama. A drive by Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Now, here's Nesmith. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Siakam outside. Another block. And that's 9 blocks. And there's the pass to Insanity. Fox against Halliburton. Fox passes to Wembanyama. And he gets it to go. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio. Halliburton outside. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. That one drops for him. 34 points for lights out.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Halliburton's size playing to his advantage there.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We come back right after this. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hold your ground. Hold your ground. Your job is just to stay in front of this guy. No blow-bys.
Now preaching strong defense there, GA.
I mean, basic fundamentals. He doesn't want to see anyone on his team get burned on that end.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Wembanyama is the center with Sohan next to him. Fox is out there with Insanity, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Nesmith. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Carter inside the three-point line. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And now, 24 points for the Machine.
unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. Body language, confidence, real swagger out there for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he challenged the shot, and you can see the effects on the release of that shot. I mean, it turned a simple jumper into a tough one.
Pacers trail by 16. And here's McConnell. Kicks it to Turner. Pass to Nesmith. McConnell with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the fast break. Wembanyama leading the way. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Wembanyama has got 19 points. And look at how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Here's Fox following the score by Miles Turner. To the paint. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's McConnell. They get a hand on it. Fox with the steal. Here's Sohan. Toppin covering. Here's Wembanyama. Sinks that one from the post. Wembanyama has got 6 in the quarter.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to a spot, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Now, here's McConnell. Hey, Greg, we love watching T.J. McConnell on the court. It's like watching a guard from a couple decades ago.
And Kevin, this guy's just an old school point guard. His focus is on defense and passing. And great at both of those as an undersized guard in today's NBA.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And with some of the new rooting interest for fans, some concern about potential hostility for the players when great things don't go their way.
I mean, there's a lot riding on the outcome of games and stat lines, and that's something the league has to take seriously, making sure the players are protected because the emotions can run rampant.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Now Fox. And another basket for San Antonio.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range just the way he wants to.
McConnell with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes is checked in for Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for Insanity. And Chris Paul subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Sohan. And it's sent back by Carter. Now, here's Vassell. Guarded closer. Tries again. He blocks it again. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here is Carter, and there's the foul. It will go on Lee. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Second team foul.
Ball against McConnell. Goes up at the stripe.
You know, people sometimes forget what a pesky and physical defender Chris Paul is for a guy who's not that big. He influences a lot of shots out there.
Lee outside. Shoots the three. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now, here's McConnell. Will it go? Nice jump shot. Good. San Antonio's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Lee. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Lee's got 39.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Pass to Carter. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Over McConnell. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. McConnell kicks to Carter. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
That's good from Carter. Spurs leading by 21. On the wing, Lee, defended by Carter. They get it again. Goes back up. And Lee with the layup. Lee's got 41.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here's McConnell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter.
I think the defense gave him a bit of a gift there. I mean, he got all the space he needed to go to work.
Now the pass to Vassell. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Vassell's got his first bucket of the night. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's McConnell. Bassey pulls it in.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Hey, and Barnes not playing around when he gets near the bucket. When he has the ball deep inside, he's looking to bang it.
Now, here's McConnell. So, Clark, we know you're very familiar with the college game. How do you think the one-and-done rule has worked out so far?
You know, not as it was intended to, Kevin. I mean, in some ways, the chance to see guys like Durant and others play in college for a year was better than not having them there. But I think it's also created this expectation that if you're not a one-and-done, that you've somehow failed. And that's detrimental to the psyche of young players.
Ball against McConnell. Paul, right side, passes to Bassey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Miles Turner.
It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Charles Bassey.
Two.
And the first one drops. A different look now for San Antonio. Sohan's checked in. And it's Insanity in for Vassell. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage in the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
Carter against Lee. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Spurs. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings.
And they're in the midst of a terrific stretch of basketball, really playing as a unit, picking up wins both on the road and at home. They just look completely in sync right now.
Free throw good, Lee. And both free throws good for Lee.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
Here's Nembhard. Puts it up from 12. Again, Indiana. Here we are looking around the NBA. Clark, which division do you think is the strongest overall?
I think it's pretty clear, man. You look at that Pacific Division out west, you're talking Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Suns. Show me another division that can match that for entertainment value, quality of number of all-stars, and caliber of the teams. That's the one.
San Antonio leading by 23. Lee outside. Over Carter. The Spurs getting another chance here. Second chance shot. That's tipped. They get it back. Fox. Indiana's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Boy, so dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
He lobs it up. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Pacers ball.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in.
Wembanyama.
Pacers trail by 21. Halliburton on the wing. Out left to the wing. Siakam kicks to Carter. There's the dish to Turner. Back to Carter. Launches it. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And that's now 37 points for the machine. Pass to Sohan.
2 minutes.
Here's Lee. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Lee's got 45 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The shot's good from Carter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down.
Oh,
are you kidding me?
Ooh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum-level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Spurs.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46.
They simply refused to let their opponent off the hook in either game this season. And that's why they're going to finish up the year with a 2-0 record in the season series against the Pacers.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Lights Out.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
Pass to Halliburton. The tray. Rebound, San Antonio.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Turner. Here's Bryant again with the block.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nembhard. Steps back and drains the jump shot.
You know, even if they anticipated the step back coming, the defense didn't offer a ton of resistance.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.